Hello from the Bureau of Meteorology. Today's the 26th of February and that means there are 2 more days left in the summer months before we head into autumn. And as we wrap up the summer, it is going to be a wet finish for many parts of the country. Certainly that's the case on Friday the 27th. We'll see rain continuing through central Australia where it has been raining all week, but we will see rain around the coastlines as well, including impacting a number of our capitals down in the east and the south, as well as continuing up in the far north. So lots of wet weather around the country in the coming few days. Starting off in Queensland, that rain is going to be concentrated in a couple of areas, including the southeast, where we'll see just persistent frequent showers around Brisbane, the Gold Coast, the Sunshine Coast, up towards Bundaberg and the Wide Bay, even in towards Rockhampton and the Capricornia, with some showers up around Mackay too. We probably won't see really heavy falls, but certainly could see some tallies between 30 and 50 millimetres over the course of the entire day, with 1 or 2 spots seeing more. There will continue to be wet weather out in the far west of the state, where it has been extremely wet through the week so far, but in between the east and the west, actually some fine conditions around the central west, parts of the Central Highlands, parts of the Channel Country and the Maranoa and Warrego. For New South Wales, we also anticipate quite a lot of showery weather across the coastline, and again quite persistent showers in and around the Sydney Basin, the Illawarra up to the Hunter as well. Not so much wet weather for the mid-north coast, but certainly up around the northern rivers those showers could be quite persistent. Temperatures a little on the cool side as that rain comes through. Out in the very far west of New South Wales, finally some clearer, sunnier weather after it's been extremely wet over those desert areas in recent days, and it will be fairly mild around Canberra, a high of 23, but a fair bit of cloud cover. Could be a wet start around the Melbourne area on Friday morning. Wet night tonight, then wet morning on Friday for Melbourne. That could clear up. But then heading into the afternoon across Victoria, it's an interesting day. It's a hard one to pin down the forecast. One of those days where it feels hot, it feels humid, it feels like there could be rain around the corner. And for many people, there will be some rain coming through in the afternoon with widespread showers and thunderstorms across Victoria during Friday afternoon. But as with all stormy weather, it will be quite hit and miss. One of those days where some areas could easily see 25 or 30 millimetres of rain. You drive 20 k's down the road and it is completely dry. Just that smattering of falls right across the state through the second half of the day into the evening. The rain will become more confined to the far west by Friday evening. And with all that action over the mainland, it's actually going to be a very settled and benign day across Tasmania. A very pleasant day. Quite a chilly morning down here, but the temperature will climb to something pretty typical of the season, with mid-20s across many areas. A little bit of cloud will blow overhead at times, but there will be plenty of sunshine in between. We've seen a lot of rain through the week so far for northern SA, but during Friday, some of that starts to get down towards the south coast. And during the second half of Friday, we'll see some rain move in across parts of the Nullarbor into the Eyre Peninsula. We'll see some wet weather arriving as well. And then afternoon, evening, cloudy skies with a chance of some showers and thunderstorms through central SA, around the Yorke Peninsula, Adelaide, the Mount Lofties, the Flinders Ranges, getting across to the southeast and the Riverlands as well. Now for this area here, we might not see that much wet weather during Friday, but even if you don't pick up much in your gauge during Friday, there is every chance that you'll see some rainfall during the weekend as wet conditions will spread out right across the region. To the west, really avoiding pretty much all the rainfall that we're talking about through other states. It will be another hot, sunny, dry day for Western Australia. Perth headed towards 36 degrees there, and probably not even any cloud to point to. It's going to be a bright, sunny one. Temperatures between 35 and 40 up around the Gascoyne and the Pilbara. And we'll finally finish off with a look at Australia's tropics. More heavy showers and thunderstorms across southern parts of the NT, with flooded rivers and flooded roads likely to persist into the weekend. We don't have that same risk of really heavy falls up in the north, but certainly some showers and thunderstorms right across the top end, the Kimberley, out towards Broome, and even through northern parts of the Northern Territory desert. So wet conditions expected right across Australia's tropics. Lots of weather, lots of rainfall in the coming few days as we round out the summer months. Definitely stay in touch with your forecasts, your warnings, and maybe even the rain radar on the Bureau website and the BOM weather app. Thank you so much for watching.